want to welcome everyone. Again, I'm T.C. Chambers, Executive Vice President with myEcon, and it's my plum pleasing pleasure to be your presenter for this information this evening. Someone invited you onto this call, one of your friends, family members, colleagues, co-workers, because they felt that the information that you're about to hear can empower you to positively affect your personal finances. And you know what? They were absolutely correct. Because here at myEcon, that's what we do. We empower people to improve their personal finances, ultimately to obtain personal financial success. And that's what this overview is going to be talking about. The things that you can do in America as the CEO of your economy to positively impact your personal finances. Now, myEcon is short for My Economy because we want the masses in America to start focusing on their economy, not worry about the U.S. economy, your state's economy, not worry about the Russian economy or even the UK economy, because you cannot have no significant impact on any of those economies. But you absolutely can have a significant and profound impact on your own economy. Again, at the bottom, you'll see it says the Personal Financial Success Company, because that's what we do here in myEcon. We help people obtain personal financial success. So now let's talk a little bit about the company itself. myEcon is a 13-year-old debt-free, technology-driven company based in Atlanta, Georgia. And for the past several years, we've now helped our associates increase their cash flow, take home in excess of $400 million in cash flow. Now, see, that's important because right now you hear usually companies about this time talking about they did $1.25 million or $2 billion, and that's fine, except you can't spend any of the company's money. So base our success on what the company as a whole has done. We base our success on the associates and the amount of cash flow that their lives have been enriched by, the way they've been able to use the knowledge and the tools that have been provided by our system. So let me talk a little bit more about our system and our mission here in myEcon. So our mission in myEcon is to empower people to obtain personal financial success. Now, if I would have the lines open right now and I were to ask a few people to go around and have them give us a definition of personal financial success, I'm quite sure that we'd have a variety of definitions of personal financial success. So here at myEcon, here's what we consider personal financial success. Personal financial success is having the ability to earn enough income during your working years to be able to take care of your family, and during your retirement years to be able to do the same. Now, the income from those two periods are uniquely different. Or I should say the source of income from those two periods are uniquely different. See, during our working years, our income typically comes from the labor we put forth towards our job or our businesses or a combination of both. However, during our retirement years, the income has to come from assets that we've built. Assets like stocks, bonds, retirement accounts, annuities, businesses that we've built. So in essence, personal financial success is obtained when, during our working years, we're earning enough money to be able to support and take care of our family and our lifestyle, but simultaneously investing enough, building assets that then will take care of us during our working years. So if a person or a family is living off $100,000 a year today, and they want that same $100,000 a year when they retire, then during their working years now, they have to build them an asset that has a value of an excess of about $1.25 million. Now, if that asset is representative of an investment account, if that account was just yielding them 8%, it would give them $100,000 a year, and no adults would need to be working in that household. So that's what most people's objectives are. Earn enough money now during their working lives to ultimately be able to have that same lifestyle and same amount of income coming in during their retirement lives. However, that hasn't always worked out for millions and millions of Americans. See, America, and why we focus on personal financial success, because America doesn't have a financial or wealth problem. What do I mean by that? Well, America is the wealthiest country in the world. Represents about 25% of all the world's wealth. It's the home of hundreds of billionaires and millions of millionaires. However, 69% of the Americans have less than $1,000 in the bank. Yes, in the wealthiest country in the world. 68 million Americans have poor or inadequate credit. 80% feel like they're falling behind financially. But why is this? In the wealthiest country in the world, are so many people failing to keep up, failing to adequately access the $97 trillion of wealth here in America? Well, partially, corporate wages are stagnant at best. The government doesn't have a solution for that problem here in a capitalistic society. So what we've done is we identify what the problem is, and then we put forth a solution to help the masses be able to solve that problem. Let's continue on. See, how we plan to help individuals and families attain personal financial is we understood that cash flow is a significant problem. In other words, there are some factors out there that are robbing the masses of their dollars that they need to be an invest towards retirement, robbing the masses of their dollars that they need to buy and build assets. Inflation is one of those elements or obstacles that are keeping people from having the cash flow they need. High taxes, debt, interest on that debt, sucking up dollars, ultimately leaving inadequate investing and savings. So in order to solve that, in order to compound those obstacles, Americans need more cash flow. But cash flow alone isn't enough. See, we learned that by watching some of our heroes or idols, some of the athletes, the entertainers that at one time made millions of dollars. But unfortunately, by the end of their careers, they had very little left. So cash flow isn't enough. You also must have better financial strategies. So in myEcon, we take a holistic approach to helping people with their personal finances. First, what we do is we come up with an income-shifting membership that helps the masses increase their cash flow in 5 different ways. In addition to that, because we understand the importance of needing significant cash flow to buy and build assets, we understand the importance of building and earning business income. So our program is centered around providing that for it. Let's take a look at this income-shifting membership and these 5 cash flow streams. So the first cash flow stream is correcting tax withholdings. See, how do we know this is significant in our entry into helping Americans solve the problem? Because the IRS tells us that 80% of the workforce, 80% of working class Americans have too much money withheld from their paychecks for taxes. Now, when that happens, Americans lose money. See, they figure, oh, I'm getting the money back when I get my taxes, when I file my taxes next year. That is true. However, let's say someone got a $3,600 tax refund. That meant they overpaid or had $300 extra each month being taken out of their paychecks for taxes and then sent forth to the IRS. Well, because that employee didn't have that $300 in their paycheck, they didn't have the ability to put that in a retirement account and help them get towards the number they need for retirement. Help their money work and grow for them. They didn't have that $300 in their paycheck to rapidly pay down debt, saving them interest payments. So they lost that. They didn't have it, say, Thanksgiving when it came time to go to the grocery store and fill the cart up with all the groceries they needed for their Thanksgiving dinner. So when it went to come to checkout, because they didn't have that $300 cash, they swiped their credit card. Well, lo and behold, we're in July, and they still have not zeroed out that balance on their credit card. That means they're still paying for the stuffing, the turkey, the ham, the eggnog, all the things they purchased for that big family dinner on Thanksgiving. What about if they went to see Black Panther in February and they didn't have the $300 cash in their paycheck and they swiped their credit card? Well, if they haven't zeroed that balance out, they're still paying for their trip to Wakanda. They're still paying for that. So it's very important. The IRS agrees and we agree that it's essential that you maximize your take-home pay and use those valuable dollars to help you reach your financial and investment goals. So the first cash flow stream usually equates to about an additional $200 to $500 going into the employee's paycheck every single month. Let's talk about the second cash flow stream, and that's building better credit. See, no one will disagree that credit is important. They might have their own understanding of why, but let me tell you why credit is so important. It's not important so you can boost your credit so you can buy a car. That's a liability. Now, maybe if you didn't have a vehicle and no transportation, okay. But when you do that, all you're doing is creating another liability and you're sucking up those valuable dollars you need to be able to invest. No, building credit is important so you can leverage other people's money to help you, say, buy your home, to help you buy an investment property. See, you might have this decision, you're ready to buy a house, and your credit score is okay. It may even be good. And right now you qualify for, say, you're going to get a $250,000 loan, and you qualify for a 6.5 interest rate with your current credit score. Well, if you had the knowledge of how to repair, how to build, and to maintain good credit, then you might say, you know what, I'm going to wait 6 to 8 months, maybe a year, build my credit a little more, and now you go back and you apply for that mortgage for the $250,000 home. Well, guess what? Now you got a 4.5 interest rate. The difference is around $300. See, the mortgage on the 30-year mortgage at the 6.5 rate was just under $1,600. It's just under that. That's a $300 savings a month for 30 years. Now, income shifting is now shifting that savings, that $300 you saved, into, say, investment. So now let's say you invested that $300 in savings at, say, 6% a year, saying your mortgage paid off, and you have $300,000 in your investment account because you shifted those dollars there. See, income shifting is about shifting valuable dollars from any area you can possibly shift it back into your household, back into your strategy for building your wealth. So our system provides you with a smart money credit system that consists of 26 videos that helps you how to pull a credit report, teach you how to read a credit report, identify derogatory information, use template letters that we provide you to dispute that information. Now, that only represents about 35% of your credit score. Well, guess what? We provide you with the information tools you need to address the other 65%. Remember, I said we take a holistic approach. So that's our first two cash flow streams. Correcting your tax withholdings, shifting an extra $200 to $500 back into your household, building stellar credit to allow you then leverage other people's dollars at the lowest possible price point. Let's look at our third cash flow stream, and that's minimizing taxes via our cash flow manager software. See, minimizing taxes is very important because you hear people say, you know, I got all my tax dollars back. Well, not really. See, if someone looked at their W-2 and it said, at the end of the year, and it said they paid $6,000 into taxes, and then when they got a tax refund, they got $3,000, that means they paid $3,000 in taxes. How do you get that other $3,000 back? See, couldn't you use that additional $3,000 towards your financial goals, towards investing and building assets? Well, minimizing taxes via our cash flow manager software is how you go about doing that. See, what we do is we provide you with a web-based business, now making you a sole proprietor. Now you're an entrepreneur. Now you have access to hundreds of deductions that employees do not have access to. See, if you're on here now and you're a guest and you have a vehicle and you're not a business owner, that means every time you drive your vehicle, you're losing money. But see, once you enroll tonight, you now can start capturing those miles. Our system shows you exactly how to convert commuter miles into legal, moral, ethical business miles. We show you exactly how to do that. If you're on here tonight on your cell phone or using internet access, Wi-Fi from your house, and you're not in business, you're losing money. Because if you were in business, you can now make those same expenses that you have partially tax deductible. How about travel? Have you already taken your family trip for the summer? Have you already gone to your family reunion? Are you going somewhere further this summer? You're going to do some traveling? Well, guess what? If you're not a business owner, then there's no way to legally, morally, ethically make those expenses tax deductible. However, with our income shifting membership, we show you how to be proactive and plan that trip such that it's a business trip. Our cash flow manager software allows you to properly document those expenses as you're traveling. Now you're in compliance. You're a business owner. You scheduled a business trip. Now those same expenses now got converted to business expenses, and we help you capture them. A fourth one and final one that I'll go over, but there's literally hundreds, are wages. See, businesses in America are allowed to pay wages. If you're a home-based business owner and you're a parent, you get a double benefit. See, the IRS says that if you're a parent, you can pay your children wages for helping you build your business. And those wages are 100% deductible to you. And if your business is a sole proprietorship or a partnership, there's no payroll taxes, no Social Security and Medicare taxes due on those wages that you pay your children. So now you can pay your children wages for helping you in the business, and then with the wages you paid them, you can now buy those same things for them that you were before. Food, clothing, Little League, karate lessons, ballet lessons, all the things that you were spending the money on them to take care of them before. So minimizing taxes is about converting expenses, lifestyle expenses that you already have, into legal, moral, ethical business expenses, and we show you how to do that. That's how you get that additional $3,000 back. See, the difference someone getting that $3,000 back and not is knowledge, and then being able to apply that knowledge. We provide that for you here in myEcon in our income shifting membership. Our fourth cash flow stream centers around debt. See, we provide you within our membership our debt elimination software, which allows you to utilize some of the cash flow that you acquire from the first three cash flow streams, additional business income, and the software guides you through addressing each debt that you have one by one with that additional cash flow. Every time one debt is paid off, all of that cash flow is now transferred over to help paying off the second one, and then so on, and then so on. Because now it gives you the ability to be able to eliminate your debt much faster, which allows you to save significant amounts of dollars. See, for example, if we use the $1,000 extra, and we use that to service, say, $300,000 of debt, you'd be able to knock that, and in that debt it included, say, a car, credit card, mortgage. You're talking 360 months. You're talking 30 years. You apply that $1,000 to it within our debt elimination software, and you'll knock that debt out in less than 100 months. And now all the cash flow you're using to service that debt now become positive cash flow to help you with your financial strategies and goals, getting to your goals that you need to hit. Now, that's our first floor. Our fifth and final cash flow stream centers around investment education. See, you wouldn't want to go to a mechanic and dress nice. You go in and say, well, I hear a tick. I don't know nothing about cars. Can you tell me, I'm going to leave and come back, and you just tell me, fix my problem, and then tell me how much it is? No, you want to have a little bit of knowledge when you go in there so they don't take advantage of you. Well, investments is no different. It's important for you to understand investments, understand how they work, so your hard-earned dollars can work for you in the best way. So you want to be an informed investor, not an emotional investor, not a go-with-the-flow of the crowd investor. So our investment education that we provide is focused around terminology. What's a cash equivalent? What's a stock? What's a bond? What's a mutual fund? What's dollar cost averaging? See, all those are important terminologies, plus dozens more that will help you become a more effective investor. How do you set up an investment account? Concepts, strategies. So we take a comprehensive approach to investment education. Now, our core product is our income shifting membership, because we believe that's the product that can have the most impact, immediate financial impact on someone's life. See, once a week help them correct their taxable holdings, within 2 weeks, they're going to get a pay raise. They're going to get more money in their paycheck. So that's a vital important item to be able to deliver. And plus, the IRS says there's 100 million people that want more money or need more money because they have their W-4s filled out incorrectly. So that's our flagship product. Now, this membership, however, is only for our associates. But we know we have phenomenal products that the consumer is going to want to have and utilize, and it can have a positive impact on their lives as well. So we have a very powerful retail strategy. See, all the company's products are listed on every associate's website, and they merely have to refer customers, clients, potential clients to their website to peruse the myriad of products that we have. See, someone can go to your website and they can purchase the smart credit system. See, they might just have a need to learn how to repair, build, and maintain stellar credit. So they can go to your website, purchase that one time for $99. They'll get our 26-volume video series that walk them step by step, again, how to repair, build, and maintain credit. They can get ID theft protection. Why? It's a billion-dollar industry, and as you're improving your finances, people are watching. And they want to look to take advantage of you. We see that all the time during tax season. But believe me, they're out there all year round. So people want that. $7.95. One of the most inexpensive on the market. It gives you $1 million service policy. What about the cash flow management software? See, there are small businesses, independent contractors like insurance agents, real estate agents, that all have the need to properly, home-based business owners, that all have the need to capture all of their expenses they're incurring throughout the day so they don't leave any money on the table, any tax dollars on the table. What about travel? So there are people traveling all the time. They go online traveling all the time to buy their tickets. Well, we have contracts with all the major carriers out there. So someone can go to your website, click on Book Travel. They can book their travel at a highly discounted rate through Priceline or other vendors out there. And guess what? You get commission on it. And if you're an associate, you book travel through your site. You get Priceline or other vendors, low prices, their quality customer service, and you get commission on it. Now, Road Assist, $7.99. The same type of quality roadside assistance as a Geico or USAA or AAA, except it's very inexpensive, but it does the deal, does the deed for you. Last but not least, and this is not all of our products, it's the only ones we're going to kind of discuss on our website right now, is our Cashback Mall. See, a person can go to your site, purchase their own mall for $12.95. Now they have access to over 1,000 businesses and 1 million products. They can go to Walmart, Macy's, BrandsMart, JCPenney's, Staples, Home Depot, all of the businesses that we typically go to anyway. And now when they go, those businesses are going to give them cash back for shopping on their own mall. Well, because they got that mall from you, you're going to get commission on whatever they buy. If you're an associate and you buy from your mall as a customer, you're getting cash back, but also as the associate, you're getting commission. So we have the ability to help people, one, position themselves in business to now be able to maximize the opportunity in America as a capitalist society. Second, our associates, we give them the ability to mimic the same type of business success and principles as a Walmart, as a McDonald's, as a Waffle House. See, Waffle House sells more steak than any other company in America, not because they have the best steak in America, because they have distribution. They have built themselves a distribution network that they can market all types of food and products and services through. Well, guess what? We give our associates the ability to do the same thing as that. We have a world-class compensation plan. See, when you come on board in myEcon as a marketing director, we want to get you promoted to our first leadership position, which is Executive Vice President. That means you have the ability to give yourself a pay raise. But how do you get to Executive Vice President within your first few days or week? Easily. You pique the interest of prospects and you get them on webinars like this. You have them listen to a recorded webinar. You have them talk one-on-one in a telephone conversation with one of our experienced leaders, a three-way conversation. So you get them in front of the information that can help empower them to first increase their take-home pay and benefit off our income-shifting membership. Once you've been able to allow someone to get a membership from you, 2 memberships, you're now promoted to Executive Vice President. Or via people being referred to your website and sales from your website, you've accumulated $200 of personal sales commission value from your site, you're then promoted to Executive Vice President. But like I said, the most significant thing about that is you now get a pay raise. See, now anytime someone goes to your website, you now earn up to 100% of all the personal sales commission value that goes through your site. Now, what is that? All that is every single product, a percentage of that product is paid out in commissions. So let's say we had a model airplane that went for $10. $3 of that might be what's commissionable. So that means you would get 100% of that $3. You would get $3 every time someone through your website purchased one of those model planes. That's what CV means. Well, guess what? Walmart doesn't only get paid from corporate or from one franchise. Walmart gets paid off thousands of franchises. Waffle House, the corporation, gets paid off thousands of franchises. So you, the CEO, want to have that same ability. We provide that for you. So now, not only do you earn commissions off of products purchased from your website, you also earn commissions up to 85% of team sales off your organization's website. In other words, your team of home-based business owners, your team of individuals that position themselves to increase their take-home pay and use our income-shifting membership, As their business grows, you earn commissions on that as well. Now, I want to make this clear. You never ever have to recruit in myEcon to benefit off our income shifting membership. See, as you get your cash flow streams up, as you shift your W-4 and shift dollars back in your paycheck, you can use that to pay debt. You can use all of that cash flow now to max out your 401k, to invest, to purchase other products, to purchase businesses. And you can accumulate the assets you need and still reach your financial goals if you never ever recruit. However, if you share the information that's helped you with other people, it's not recruiting. So you don't have to chase someone down to put more money back in their household and learn some things about finance and money. Either they're interested in increasing their cash flow or they're not. Then you move on. So if you want to copy success because success leaves clues, then you would like to create a distribution network in the same way that Waffle House and Walmart did. Well, as you're doing that, myEcon is going to compensate you for that. See, every time as an executive vice president you refer business to myEcon, that individual gets one of our income shifting memberships, the company is going to compensate you a one-time fee of $35. Every time you do that, the company is going to compensate you a one-time fee of $35. Now, as other people in your base shopping on your team, as they start sharing your information, expanding their businesses, you're going to earn up to $25 in the work that they do. Let me give you an example. So you enroll your friend Tom into the business. Tom enrolls his neighbor Mary. Well, you will give him $35 upfront commission on Tom, and then $25 commission on his neighbor Mary. Mary enrolls her sister Sue. You're going to get $25 on Sue. Sue enrolls her friend John. You're going to get $25 commission on that, and so on and so on and so on through infinity. So you're getting compensated as you're building your distribution network. And you're building your network by helping people. While you're doing that, you're building your residual income. See, retirement is residual income. Financial freedom is when you have an asset that provides you enough residual income or passive income that no adult has to come work in your household. So we give you the ability to do that in a very short period of time. You get to collapse time because you get the help of other people. You have leveraged income. You gain the benefit of other people's time, knowledge, education, leadership, just like typically most of the companies you work for have the ability to do. See, as you're building your network, you're going to earn anywhere from $5 to $10 a month residual income on the organization you build. See, can you imagine having an organization of 100 people and that earning you an extra $500 a month? How about 1,000 earning you an extra $8,000 to $10,000 a month residual income? What about 5,000 earning you additional $40,000 to $50,000 a month? See, you can build your team, your organization as big. Remember, there's 100 million people that's been earmarked as wanting more money or needing more money. 80% of Americans feel like they're falling behind financially. 69% have less than $1,000 in the bank, and we have the solution. Now, get back with a person that invites you on the webinar tonight. They're going to give you a tour of their website because you're going to get a personalized website exactly like theirs. You're going to get a world-class business system as well as our income shifting membership, which contains our tax withholding training, our smart credit system, minimizing taxes training and cash flow manager software, our debt elimination software. And you're going to get all of that, plus more, our investment education training for a one-time fee of $47.90. And then after 30 days, $34.95 a month. So if you want to put this in perspective, to get your business started, set up, run, to be able to start doing business nationwide, it's going to cost you $47.95. That includes a personalized e-commerce website. At that price, it's unheard of. That's why so many people are excited about our opportunity. And then, for just $34.95, you can operate your business nationwide. So for less than $420 a year, you can operate your business. Less than $1.16 a day, you can operate a business here in America. No overhead from an office building because you can operate it from your home. And on top of that, all of that is tax-free. That's why we say the government foots the bill, because of all the valuable tax benefits that come with it. So allow me to be the first to welcome you to the myEcon family. I want to encourage you to get started right away. Our system has a step-by-step turn to help you get started and help you build this business, not just where you are, but nationwide. You have support by local leaders. You have support from the back office of your websites. Investment trainings we do monthly, so they're all recorded there for you. We have quick start orientation videos that tell you step-by-step what to do next. We have everything except you. So once you make the decision to come and business with us, everything else is laid in place for you. So again, allow me to be the first one to welcome you. Now I'm about to open the line up here for question and answers. But again, please get back with the person that invited you on. 1 second here. Turn record off.